like Hoody, I'm back cooking these goodies. Look at these views from cooking these foods. Yeah, fuck with me.
I'm gonna heal myself, cause in my head I'm all messed up. Said in my head I'm all messed up. Said in my head I'm all messed up. Yeah, I'm gonna heal myself, cause in my head I'm all messed up. Said in my head I'm all messed up. Yeah, in my head, I'm in my head. Oh, I'm gonna heal myself, cause in my head I'm all messed up. Said in my head I'm all messed up. Said in my head I'm all messed up. Yeah.
Oh, hey, hi there. What's up, guys? Yeah. I don't really know who would be eating this for breakfast. I'd have to be coming off a bender, Sunday, deadly hungover, because this is not a great start to a regular morning. Just saying. What is going on, guys? Back with another one here for you. Like I said, breakfast sandwiches, I guess. I don't know why this is considered breakfast food. It's just like salt and fat and everything delicious, but it's just like, is this really how you're going to get your day going? I don't think so. I know that there's a lot of fuel in here, but I just have to say that I feel like it would kind of bring you down if you ate one of these in the morning. That being said, these are probably going to be epic, I hope. I want to take a look inside, get straight to it. We're also going to talk about Storytime, a night out in Toronto involving public hookup and getting beat up by bouncers. I'm going to go for the bacon one right off hop so you guys can see what's going on inside. Cut them open. Hopefully those are looking nice. Hopefully that yolk's still running. Very difficult in this video setting to have a yolk still run. This is the ham one. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the money shot. That's tasting really nice. Very, very like decadent. But so in this I have those fried eggs, as you saw. That's like a next level technique. If any of you guys want to try that, that's like a true fried egg. A ton of oil. It really gives that crisp on the bottom, makes the rest of it bubbly. And then you just sort of baste the top of the egg with oil, pull them off quick, and then you should essentially get a sunny side up with a yolk that's still going to run for you. Bacon, those eggs, cheese, arugula is the like leaf you saw in there. Just wilted it a bit, put it in there, and then actually Taco Bell hot sauce on the bacon one, and then the ham one is a Dijon and maple blend, so just like a maple mustard. Pretty simple. Got an extra Taco Bell hot sauce here because hot sauce and eggs for me is key. I am definitely about that life. Let's just drench. I already know right now I don't want to get more packets of hot sauce. I'll look inside. Alright, I'm going to tell you guys a tale of a night out in the 6. You know, some years back when I was a young pup, not in a relationship, just going out, being in my early 20s, trying to just get ass anywhere I could, you know, just being that drunk idiot, that guy who, I don't know if you guys are like this, you might want to think it twice, but just that dude who definitely was like hooking up in the bar. Not a good look, but at the same time, it's like, I'm very much a person who seizes the moment. If I see something coming my way, I'm gonna take that shit. I can't hesitate. Like, if there's a girl like down to hook up in the middle of the dance floor, like, it's probably gonna happen. Really just depends on how drunk I am, but most times I go out, I'm pretty drunk. So there's that. Check that out, that ham stack. This is the one that's more like sweet and tart, I guess maybe would be the way to describe it. Nice. That maple is good. Alright, so one night, me and my housemates at the time, it was like 4 of us, we head out to this bar that we usually would go to. If you've been here to Toronto, or if you come here, you should probably check it out. If you like divey, like more chill, low key, but still a bit of a good turn up vibe. Now I feel like I'm a little bit out of the age range, but it's called Sneaky D's. So on the bottom you can get like authentic Mexican. It's just like all spray paint tagged and shit. Like, you can just eat there, whatever. And then upstairs is where they have like their venues and they have shows. So they have like hip hop nights, and like they'll have like more punk bands and stuff like that. And so that was a spot we used to frequent. So we had there one night. It's hip hop night. Obviously we're trashed. We're like, me and my buddies are a little bit of a menace to society when we're drunk. We're just kind of those dudes. Or, yeah, I mean, we used to be. I think in line we were already being pretty ruckus and stuff like that. We were already on the radar of the bouncers at this point, I believe. Go upstairs, we're drinking, partying. I'm the type of person that when I get in the bar, I like just go out on my own essentially usually. And then I'll kind of find my friends again, like back at the bar or bathroom or whatever. Because, I'm out hunting essentially, right? So I'm on the dance floor doing that typical shit where you're like kind of like cutting through, like trying to see if you're catching eyes with some girls, like what girls are kind of giving you a vibe, and you try to just like, kind of make your way into their space essentially. And then if they kind of accept you, you proceed. If they don't, then you just, move on to the next one. So I'm kind of just bopping through, doing my thing, trying to figure out like, where the vibe's at. And so this one girl, like, I think she's like cute or whatever. I'm kind of in her territory, and she's like vibing me. So like we engage in like our dancing. Why am I just dancing right now? I don't know. It's just I'm reliving that memory. So we start with a little in the front, a little like grind, like when the girl kind of starts, you'll kind of get your leg in between her legs, and she'll kind of like rub up on it and shit. Let you know she's there and that she's down to some degree. That's going down. Next thing you know, flip her around. Now we're grinding. The ass is grinding. Then we're making out. And now we're just like those two people. We're those two people in the dance floor. Just, just mucking each other's faces. Like, just going full on each other. But it doesn't stop there. We're now at this point we're getting into some some pretty heavy petting. And hands are going some, pretty crazy places. At a certain point, I got my hands down her pants, right? Doing some shit. At this point, Bouncer comes over to me and her. He's like, you guys gotta chill the fuck out. If you don't, you're gonna have to get the fuck out. I'm giving you this one chance. You can't be doing public sexual activities in the bar. So in our drunkenness, we're like, oh sure, yeah, thanks man. All good, no worries. So we cool it for 10, 15 minutes. But there's just that drunk, animalistic, just urge to hook up. But it was still early enough in the night that neither of us wanted to leave, right? We go hard again on each other. Bouncer comes. He's like, that's it. You guys gotta go. As he's turning, takes us out, as he turns around and is taking the girl, I just dip into the crowd. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to leave yet. So I dip into the crowd, kind of disappear or whatever. Go over to the bar. My boys are at the bar, my two buddies. I think at this point, they've kind of been up to no good. The bouncers aren't feeling their vibe as well. And so when you're standing at the bar, you can there's the beer taps there. So it was packed and crowded, and my one buddy just had his glass, and he's waiting for a beer or whatever, but his glass was empty. And he reached around and poured his own beer. The bouncer saw him do it, and also the bartender, but he managed to again, what I did. He just managed to zip off into the crowd and disappear. But weirdly, when the bouncer came over, he didn't understand that my one friend who did stick around, because that didn't do it, he didn't realize that it wasn't him. So he grabs my one buddy by the scruff or whatever, by the shirt, and starts dragging him towards the door. I guess on the way to the door, my buddy tried to get loose or fight back or whatever. I turn around and I see my friend by the door, but we're on an upstairs level. So there's like this huge set of stairs. I would say it's like probably like the staircase is like, I want to say gotta be like 60 stairs. Like it's like a long set of stairs. So the very top of that, he's on the floor getting like pummeled by this bouncer. And this bouncer's fucking massive, by the way. Like these bouncers are fucking huge guys. And you know, I'm pretty much 6 feet, like 200 pounds, right? So like these guys are big. And same with my buddy. He's like the same size as me. And so he's getting like beat down by this bouncer, but like to the point where I'm like, whoa, that seems really excessive. And I just go into like natural best friend mode. Like, I'm like, no, man, like this cannot happen to my boy. Also, I'm drunk, so that's clearly I'm not thinking straight. So in my drunk friend mind, I fucking bolt up, come behind the bouncer, I put him in a chokehold, and then I just have to lean back with him to like try to bring him to the floor. Before I can even fall back with him in this chokehold, I fall into the chokehold of another bouncer, and now I'm just like, I'm locked up, and I'm just like, oh fuck, and so this bouncer, he's so tall that when he picks me up, I'm like just like feet dangling, so I can't touch the ground. So now I'm like going out, like I'm running out of air. And so he's carrying me down the set of stairs, but it's a little like a long ass set of stairs, and I can't touch. And by the end of the stairs, I was like tapping. I was like, I think I'm gonna die at this point. I'm pretty sure like he's just gonna strangle me to death, and then I'm gonna die. And so we get to the bottom, and I'm like basically blacked out, and he like chucks me into the street, and then like I like go and like kind of get up, and I'm like all woozy. And then my other buddy, he also got brought down as well, thrown out. And then he was just like, oh, this is so stupid at this point. He just was like back in the bouncer's face, like trying to test him. He's just, let's fucking go. Like just being an idiot. Like it's just a stupid, like at that point, never pursue anything more. Just fucking wrap it up. And I myself was like, okay, fuck, like I'm out. Like I tapping. Like I don't want none of this shit. And my buddy was being all hardcore still. So he went back up for another round. He got punched out like real quick. He's all bleeding. But after he got punched out and was bleeding, he was still just being like, he just kept saying, I'm still standing, old man. I'm right here. I'm still standing, old man. Which is just like the stupidest drunk ass shit to say. But yeah, my other buddy never got caught. He stayed the night. I got choked out. My buddy got choked out and knocked out, essentially. And the next day, I swear to God, I thought my trachea, like this part right here, was like, it was weirdly super like loose and moving around and like so painful just to like swallow. And I thought for sure that like he had like crushed or like dislocated or something came loose in there, and I was like fucked. But luckily enough, nothing happened. I'm safe and fine and alive today. But anyways, just as a little tale of going out, being ruckus, being an idiot, doing stupid sexual things in public on the dance floor, and also just like, you know, just probably try to act as responsible as you can when you're drunk. I know it's hard sometimes, but like don't just be a fool, because you're gonna end up getting choked out or punched out by bouncers that are like 7 feet tall, 340 pounds. So if you're like in your early 20s and you want to act a fool, it's probably not the best idea. Anyways, this is some hefty eating. I can't finish this. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Until the next one, you guys know what it is. What are you gonna do? Eat good, live well, stay true.